Question number 14. Joseph can harvest a field of wheat in 12 days. Harvest a field in 12 days. Patrick can harvest same field twice as fast as Joseph can. If Joseph and Patrick work together at their respective rates to harvest the entire field in T days, which of the following equation represents this situation? So first of all, moving ahead, you need to know rate. So rate equals to work per time. Like we are measuring something with time is nothing but rate actually. So we are measuring this work or something with time. So that's the rate. So here Joseph harvests. Joseph harvest in how many days? 12 days. What about Patrick? Patrick can harvest what? Harvest in what? Twice, which means twice fast. Twice fast means not the double of this, half of that, twice in lesser days, right? So what will be the rate for both now? Joseph can do work. So rate is equals to work. What work? Some field. We don't know what field it is. Just randomly they said field. So one. Consider it as one field by 12 days. 1 by 12 days. And then the rate of Patrick is the same field. So I'm writing 1 by 6 days. Okay. If Joseph and Patrick work together at their respective rates to harvest the entire field, work together. So Joseph plus Patrick. Joseph plus Patrick work together at their respective rates. So these rates that equals to 1 by 12 plus 1 by 6. Which of the following equation represent this situation? So when Joseph and Patrick work together, working for what? That equals to one field. So it's option 1 by 12 plus 1 by 6. 1 by 12 plus 1 by 6. There is nothing matching other than B. Option C is not matching. Option D is not matching. Option A is also not matching. And 1 by 12 plus 1 by 6 equals to 1. That we can also write it in that format. 1 by 12 plus 1 by 6 in T days, that equals to 1. What is this 1? To harvest same field. Both of them working to harvest same field. That equals to one field. That's what we are taking. Got it?
Yep.
That's option B. Let's move to question number 15. So Mark and Kevin owns 1/4, 1/3 of the books on a shelf respectively. Lori owns the remainder. So Mark owns 1 by 4. Kevin owns 1 by 3. The left part owns by Lori. If Kevin owns 9 more books than Mark, how many books does Lori own? So let me write. First of all, let's write the given information. Mark owns 1 by 4 and Kevin owns 1 by 3. And we actually have to find how many books Lori owns, but that is reminder they given, fine. But the end we have to find Lori how much. And they also given one statement. What is that? Let's say this is Mark and Kevin K. If Kevin owns 9 more books than Mark, what does it mean? Kevin owns. What is Kevin equals 9 more books than Mark. Mark 9 more books, 9 books plus Mark. So what I write here is Kevin equals to 1 by 3. 9 plus Mark equals to 1 by 4, right? Here, if we just go with this, we can't get the unknown thing. So I'll just put Mark owns 1/4 of the total books. Kevin owns 1/3 of the total books. So Kevin equals to 1/3 of the total books. Mark owns 1/4 of the total books. Is that clear?
Clear.
So now what do we get? 1 by 3 of T minus 1 by 4 of T. That equals to 9. So that equals to, what do we get? After doing this, let's take 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4. And then if we solve, that's T equals 9. So 4 minus 3, 1 by 12 you're going to get. 1 by 12 T equals 9. So T equals to how much now? 1 by 12 T, or you can directly write T by 12 equals to 9 also same. So T equals to 9 into 12. So T equals to 108 books. So now Mark equals to 1 by 4 of T. That equals to T we got that is 108. So 4 times 1, 4 times 2, and 2, 4 times 7. So 24 books owned by Mark. Now coming to Kevin K, that equals to 1 by 3 of T from here. So that's going to be 1 by 3 of 108. 3 times 1, 3 times 3. 1 is remaining 18. 3 times 6 is 18. That's equals to 36. So now coming to Laurie, that L equals to T minus Mark minus Kevin. So Laurie equals to 108 minus 27 minus 36. Laurie equals to 45 books. Laurie owns 45 books. Clear?
Clear.
Now coming to question number 16 and question number example 10. So we are going to solve these two work related problems by using formula called combined work formula. These two questions are similar. These kind of questions you can directly solve by using these formulas, T1 times T2 by T1 times T1 plus T2. I repeat, T1 times T2 by T1 plus T2. So first let's solve this question number 16. A water tank is connected to two pipes, pipe A and pipe B. It takes 4 hours to fill, 4 hours to fill the tank when only pipe A is in use. Time 1 they given is 4 hours, and then it takes 6 hours to fill the tank when only pipe B is in use. Pipe B, A takes 4 hours, only pipe B in use, that is equals to 6 hours, he said. Now if it takes minutes to fill the tank when both pipe A and pipe B are in use, what is the value of M? So we have the time T1 and T2. We just apply this formula to get the work. They given individually. Pipe A 4 hours, and here it is pipe A 4 hours and 6 hours for pipe B. Now if it takes minutes to fill the tank when both pipe A and B combined work, and we have times, so we just use this formula, that equals to T1 4 into 6 divided by 4 plus 6, that equals to 24 by 10, that equals to 2.4 hours. 2.4 hours. But what do we need? We need what is the value of, if it takes the minutes, they given in minutes, so we just turn this into minutes. 2.4 into 1 hour equal to 60 minutes. So 60 into 2.4, if you do, you are going to get 144 minutes. Alex and Barry work separately from each other. Separately. Alex can paint house in 6 days. 6 days time, T1. Barry can paint 12 days, T2. Assuming that each work at constant rate, how many days will it take Alex and Barry to paint the house if they work together? Combined work together, both work, same formula. Then what we use? We just use T1 times T2. 6 into 12 divided by 6 plus 12. That's going to be 72 divided by 18. So 72 divided by 18 is 18 times 4 is 72. So what is this? 4 days. Got it? Is that okay?
Yeah.
It is so simple. This is the same problem example 10 which I solved before. If you want, go and check example 10. I did it a bit lengthier version, time consuming. But this way you can get the answer quickly and you can remember the format also. Then a flask contains 24 ml of 30% acid solution. How many milliliters of an 8% acid solution must be added to the flask to produce a 16% acid solution? So here they said a flask contains 24 ml. Fine. In that 24 ml is there. In that 30% is acid solution. So initially 24 ml is there. In that 30% is acid solution. So you can see 24 ml of 30% is 7.2 ml. In this 24 ml, 7.2 is acid solution. You can see the picture here. 24%, 24 ml, 30% is acid solution. 30% means 7.2 ml. Now X ml is added to this solution. XM, you can see that in black color. XML is added. In that 8% is acid solution. So that's why X into 8%, which is 0.08x. Now total volume is 24 ml plus XML. Total volume is 24 ml plus XML. So in the total volume, 16% is acid solution. So final solution 16% is acid solution, 16% of total volume. So we have initial acid solution, added solution, final acid solution. So what I'm going to do, initial plus added equals to final. That's what I'm going to do. Initial plus that equals to final, which is 0.16 into 24 plus x. Initial plus added plus final. So by solving this, we'll get solution. I'll just rewrite here. Initial plus added that equals to final, to find the value of x. How much ml we added, to find that we just equated given information. So I'll just write 7.2 ml plus 0.08x equals 0.16 into 24. That's going to be 3.84 ml plus 0.16x. Transposing x to RHS and constant to LHS, 7.2 ml minus 3.84 ml, that equals to 0.16x minus 0.08x. So 7.2 minus 3.84 is 3.36 ml, that equals to 0.08x after subtraction. So 3.36 ml by 0.08 equals to x. On solving this, you are going to get, I'm just crossing out the decimal point because after decimal point 2 digits are there, and then 336 ml by 8 equals x. 8 times 1, 8 times 4, 32, 1 is remaining, 16, 8 times 2 is 16. So x equals to 42 ml. So 42 ml amount of solution is added into the solution.